Hey guys, Astro here, and today we're going to be going over some stuff that's been going on in the ARMS community recently. So recently there's been a lot of controversy surrounding a certain Biggie Gaming. Now if you don't know who Biggie Gaming is, can't really say blame me to be honest. Pretty much they're this Philadelphia-based esports company that have been running a couple ARMS events, which you may know them for Winter Brawl, NEC 2018. There was like a couple others, there was also Summer Jam. Not gonna lie though, when I was looking into Biggie Gaming, it was kind of an experience to say the least. You had all these tournaments that they were running, but it seemed as if ARMS was like the one that they just didn't really seem to care much about. To emphasize my point, let's just go ahead and turn back the clock all the way back to Winter Brawl of 2018. So as we travel back to Winter Brawl, we can clearly see over here that they had to share venue space with Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, doesn't it seem like a really bad idea on the surface, considering the ARMS is a much smaller IP than Dragon Ball FighterZ, but the issues necessarily didn't come with the venue placement itself, it came more with the community rather than the actual place itself. Some of the types of insults that you would hear as you were sitting in the little venue space, when some of the FighterZ players were looking over to ARMS, they would consider it a no-skill brain-dead projectile spam simulator, which, as we all know, is most definitely not the case. But aside from all of that, Winter Brawl 2018 served itself as one of the prime examples of how to do an ARMS event semi-decently. As of the recording of this video, Winter Brawl 2018 currently remains as the highest prize pot any tournament has received for ARMS thus far. But then we move on to Summer Jam 2018, and yeah, it's not really doing as well as Winter Brawl was. Now, don't get me wrong, the event itself was decent, it's just that it came off the heels off of another certain ARMS tournament, Smash and Splash 4, which had like over 60 entrants, and Summer Jam 2018 had about like 13 entrants. Now, Smash and Splash 4, for those that didn't know, was probably the biggest ARMS event of that summer. It was kind of hard to miss, to be honest. It was just advertised practically everywhere you went. You just could not walk one place without seeing at least one booth that said, sign up for SNS. Some of the reasons why people consider Smash and Splash 4 still to be probably one of the best tournaments of that summer are: it had lots of signups, still probably one of the best organized ARMS tournaments to this day, and overall the event was just freaking amazing. But Summer Jam really only suffered because of like a really bad time to actually organize a tournament, which is kind of what we're seeing to this day. We have like tons of these tournaments that are just like popping up here and there everywhere with like no real coherency or space, like let people just breathe and, just relax, which is something that a lot of people are only like now beginning to realize, which I find kind of interesting, but at the same time it makes sense because this is only where it's like now starting to become a real problem. Just take a look a couple months back. We had like a couple tournaments like Smash Out Hunger 2018, NEC 2018, there was also Ultimatum. Don't really know too much about that tournament. There was also Midwest Mayhem Ultimate. It was like all four of these tournaments like took place at the same really scrunched up time frame, and it was just like a lot to keep track of. On the surface, this doesn't really seem like too much of a bad thing, but when you begin to delve a little bit deeper into it, that's when you begin to notice the problem. The problem isn't necessarily that we aren't getting enough tournaments, is that we're getting a bit too much in like the same time frame. So think of this as a warning to most TOs out there. Please don't scrunch your events like in between other events. Please, I'm begging you. Just think of the wallets. But back to the little, I guess you could say, thesis statement for this video. One of the main reasons why they're so disliked in the ARMS community is because they had a little bit of a rough communication process with a certain esports company known as Optimal Combo. Now, if you don't know who Optimal Combo is, they're basically the people that brought us ARMS at EVO 2018 as a side event. By the way, quick shout out to Busta Wolf. His Twitter will be linked in the description for you guys to go ahead and check out. But anyway, let's move on with the story. Optimal Combo actually has this little announcement here on their Twitter explaining what exactly happened, so we're just gonna go ahead and read that to you guys right now. To the ARMS supporters and competitors planning on attending Summer Jam, Optimal Combo has made the difficult decision to not assist with ARMS at Summer Jam this year. This is somewhat in part due to the logistics and the timing of events, Summer Jam being so close after SNS 4 and EVO. But unfortunately, it is mainly due to the serious delays in communication on the part of Summer Jam event staff. We cannot guarantee an event up to our personal standards for players and viewers when we are unable to have up-to-date information for planning and coordinating. We hope everyone understands that this is merely conflicting styles of planning and coordination, and we do not wish for this to reflect negatively on either side. We give our sincerest apologies to anyone who is planning on attending ARMS and those who have already registered. At this time, we have yet to receive confirmation from Biggie Gaming staff if the tournament is still being held with a replacement TO or if ARMS is being cancelled altogether. We will continue to post what we know. Thank you all for the support and understanding. Those are just some of the juicy bits that actually pertain to what the subject was today. There was like a little bit of a blurb that I didn't feel like reading because it was kind of filler, didn't really feel as if it needs to be read. But anyway, the full post will be in the description for you guys to go ahead and check out. Make sure I didn't miss anything important. And if I did miss anything important, go ahead and just comment down below and I'll pin it for everyone to see. But anyway, guys, that's just gonna have to be it for today's video. I know it seems like a pretty interesting start to the channel, to say the least, but, you know, we're gonna, like, start working more on the guides and stuff as that goes on. So if you want to see that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you want to see more of this content, just press the like button. If you don't like it, then just press the dislike button, I guess. But anyway, this is Astro Ninja signing out. Peace.